welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. This is what you guys are here for, man. You've been asking about it for a while. It's Leaf Dog and BVA, the menu. I've been wanting to do this, man, for so long. I actually was going to do it before I went on my UK tour, but then so much stuff I had to get done, man, before I headed across the pond. I've done a couple tracks on this. I've done Sunset Sherbet, and I've also done Alien Cookie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call up, because there's no track list here, I'm going to call this up. That way I'm able to look at the order that they're in, and make sure it's going the right way here. Looks like there's... Actually, I guess I could probably just look right there, I guess, by the looks of it. Sorry about that. That makes sense. So it goes left to right. Yeah, man. I got to meet these cats when I was over in the UK, and they always say like never meet your idols. And I gotta tell you, man, I had expectations of how I hoped these guys would be, because you just get the sense from my interactions online and stuff with them that they're good people. When I got to meet them, every single artist I've met when I went over there, I thought they were great people, and when I met them, expectations were just shattered, man. Oh, through the roof. Unbelievable, the people over there, man. They treated me like family. And Leaf Dog and BVA took all kinds of time, couple hours actually, just shooting the shit and talking, telling stories, and just giving me their time, and it was just like they've known me forever, and I can't say enough how great they were, how great everybody was. But so actually I'm kind of happy that I'm actually doing it after my trip, because it really does. When I got back, man, I gotta tell you, this is like, if I ever question doing these videos, if I ever think that nobody cares, making that trip over there completely erases that, man. I'll never have imposter syndrome, because I know this channel and this community that we've created, it really does make a difference, and people do appreciate us doing this. So with that, having said that, this is why you're here. Leaf Dog and BVA, the menu. So I gotta apologize to Vanessa's teaching the course today, so I have the dog down here, and I also have a new setup. I've got this camera. Big shout out to Blade. Thank you for the hookup. And then I've got my daughter's microphone, which is another thing I'm trying out. It's one of those ASMR. Did I say that right? It's one of those microphones that they use when they do those whisper videos. My daughter is big into that. She wants to do that on YouTube, so she has one of these cameras. So it may work. I may pick up a bunch of shit. If that's the case, I apologize. But I figured this is a good way to give it a try. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First track is called Trainwreck OG. Let's see what it's all about.
Yeah, lyrical ill from criminal hell that still give it to the raw like that bitch was on the pill. What you saying, Leaf?
Like a broadcast cam, I split the braille, put the face off like a Scooby-Doo big reveal.
Roll so deep we split the wheels, you can hear the piston squeal. Couple tears, but that's the side effect of skills.
Sidestep the deals, had to pick these lanes. Born with no brain, known to be from England like the T-strain.
They said he's strange, but the beats fire leaks flames, burying this whack shit in deep graves.
I just speak waves and vibrations, break it down.
God damn, man! I feel the exact same way as I did with the BVA album, man. I just felt like that first track they put on that album was like the perfect way to set up the rest of it. It was just like, this is prepare yourself, strap yourself in, man, because this is the shit you're going to get. And this is what I feel with this one, man. If this is any indication of what we're going to get, god damn, this goes hard. And I'm pretty sure Leaf Dog did all the beats, all the production on this, because again, my list doesn't have who did what, so I don't know if they had any other production on this, and I hate that I don't know that. I guess I could probably figure that out. I can look that up now. Doesn't make for good video, but I guess I always could. But this beat just slaps, man, right off the top. And you've heard me say it before, man, them jumping back and forth. I love that when MCs trade bars, man. I just dig the shit out of that. And what they're doing here, big fan of what they're doing with this, I gotta tell you. Yeah, man. I'm loving it already. Strapping myself in for this.
Burying this whack shit in deep graves.
I just speak waves and vibrations, breaking down the walls of your simulation. It's like dropping the blue and red pill combination.
Hallucination that's really being awake when the smoke screen clears for your statement.
Woman looking at you strange like your next to foul. Told me I'm the best beat machine like the SB12.
Knew that shit was dead for real, you can check the smell. Flies follow it, I keep my lyrics in a padded cell.
Grave with the fireflies, just for the brave with them giant eyes. Make you think it's normal like them giant lies.
Paint a picture, darker skies, watch the people hide. Don't trust the shepherd that forget to bring the sheep inside.
They talk lies, I inhibit.
Man, they're going hard on this track, man. These bars talking about spotting the lies behind like the smoke screen. You got the shepherds. Don't trust the shepherd and bringing the sheep inside and all that kind of shit. Like, this is a lot of that commentary, man. Talking about the simulation too, as well, like that. The waking up, opening your eyes to, the scales falling from your eyes, so to speak, and seeing exactly what's going on. There's so much of that, silencing of information, silencing of just asking a question. In 2020, you can't even ask a question without getting shut down, being called any number of things. You have, especially with this whole thing with COVID, these past 2.5 years now, or however long it's been. Simply asking a question, you're automatically labeled an anti-vaxxer or an anti-masker, or you're a sheep, or you're this or you're that, and getting families torn apart because one family believes in vaccines and part of the family doesn't. It's just madness, man. And able to sit back and kind of look at things in a perspective where you can see through that smoke screen, man, and see some of the shit that's going on, these giant lies, like they said. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This is I got strapping myself in, man. I'm gonna enjoy this, man. I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Don't trust the shepherd that forget to bring the sheep inside.
They talk lies, I inhibit now. Read the things they teach about. Slap the man's with hands are down. Send when I'm reaching out.
Ring the alarm, Mr.
You would never be better than.
Specialty is flow art.
Ring the alarm, Mr.
You would never be better than.
Specialty is flow art.
God damn.
Big type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild like crazy. Right storm so you won't hear them come. Get your own. Big type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild like crazy. Right storm so you won't hear them come. Get your own.
Yo, they praying that I never return. Reverse Messiah, been about this since the soap bar smelled like burning tigers. Since Big L said we kinda tired, but it was skits. Countryman used to light these fires that's never going out like the blunt. We stand at the front, the army. Drop the knowledge, leave your head with a lump. The party where we exist and they did hardly. The repertoire be bargy, but I ain't trying to act like a cunt unless you par me. Cause trust the humble be the number one. I've seen them come and seen them gone, waiting through a sea of songs. If I think you're sick, I'll get all of your shit and find every song you featured on. Listen while I reach and bond. To those that thought we going down with the shit, to the reality.
Okay, this sounds familiar to me, man. I didn't think I did Crazy. Is this Crazy Kush? Is this the order this is in? I gotta find a track list, man. This one isn't working, the one I've got. Sorry, I know this makes really great video here. Crazy Kush. It's Crazy Kush. Did I do Crazy Kush? Again, I apologize. This is horrible. Yeah, it did. Okay. I'm gonna say because I remember that bar, man. I remember that bar where he says they reverse Messiah. I friggin' love that bar. I remember I remember hearing that and being that it's so great too. And the fact too where he says if he digs your shit, man, if he thinks you're worth the time, he'll find everything, man. You do, and I'm the same way, which makes this channel difficult at times because I'll finally hear something like this. For example, there's my dryer telling me it's done. I don't know if I can hear it in the headphones. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but like I'll do that, man. I'll hear a new artist, and then I want to buy everything. I want every single track they've ever been on. It doesn't matter if it was a feature, whether they produced it, and I want everything, man. And that's what, because that's the way I feel, man. If I love a cat, I'm gonna support them the best way I can. I mean, shit, man. I flew across the ocean because I love these guys so much, man. So I feel you, BVA. I feel you. That's for sure. And the scratching at the end of that track, man. I don't want to stop this too much because I don't want to make this like a 3-hour video. But the scratching to end that first track, just to jump right into the other scratching to start Crazy Kush, outstanding.
Hip that no one's down with your shit. We've been forever out to drift, coming back on the tide like the mist. As a ghost, I still haunt these snares and kicks.
Sick type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild and crazy.
Right storm, so you won't hear 'em come.
Get your own. Sick type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild and crazy.
Right storm, so you won't hear 'em come.
Get your own.
Yeah. Been a master venture way before the world was fucked. Fuck the money, tell me there's a Mac and I'm turning up a will of rock. Feeling like the planet when it's burning up. You the part of music history that we prefer to cut. Roll it down till I fuck my memory bank. If it's war, then you know I'll send a message in the tank. Smoking till my throat's rank, make 'em walk the boat's plank. My crew rank, she eating from my lands like food banks. She said she loved me like a drug line that just stopped. She wanted to leave all on the floor like she just cropped. Out dark, retarded out, falling from the flock. Treat the rap game like your woman forever been on top. Flawless like I ain't walking on ground. You wanna try it glorious like we ain't talking the town. To every woman I'm the MVP. I rap until I got 16 pounds like NBC. Let's go.
Sick type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild and crazy.
Right storm, so you won't hear 'em come.
Get your own. Sick type shit, let you hold it. I brought up in this world where it's wild and crazy.
Right storm, so you won't hear 'em come.
Get your own.
So there's a couple of tracks here. I did Crazy Kush, and I know I did Sunset Sherbet. So a couple of tracks I've done back to back.
Summertime's here, I'm feeling relaxed. What the feeding into you finding something that relax. Kick back, build that, find me where the field's at. Mother Nature trying to give a sign and you can feel that. Connected with the source, but they up the line force. Deep in your spirit, you find your mind source. Trying to stay outdoors until it was dark. In my garden, trying to build my own mini love park. Moving like Tom Penny in my next section. Take a walk in the woods, find me in that direction. Turning off the net, only watching 411. Feel the rays as they pour from the sun. There ain't another type of day that can shine like this one. I ain't trying to miss one, tell me what it is, hun. Barbecue still grilling, my people still chilling. Fresh packs coming in and the world is still spinning. So lighten up, sun's out, looking bright as fuck. Let's escape somewhere but light it up. Feeling like time is stuck in the hourglass, hoping that they turn it up. So lighten up, sun's out, looking bright as fuck. Let's escape somewhere but light it up. Feeling like time is stuck in the hourglass, hoping that they turn it up. So lighten up.
You can find me in the park blazing, partaking in some shit, man, they aren't phasing me with their bullshit and their dark statements. Kicking back long days that we aren't wasting. Shit, because the shores aren't invaded, we still creative, living day to day. It's a beautiful world, I really shouldn't have to say this. They want to see you all deflated, so we evade it. Escape to the land that's green like the high graders. Smoke blunts till I'm faded over tight playlists. Never followed the rules anyway, so why would I now? They changed it, stupid, cause that be dangerous. Stay smiling, brighter days here, fuck the horizon. So you can find me joking, providing. Check the vibes, we supply them. Always for free, you couldn't buy them. There's no place for whinging and whining.
So lighten up, The sun's out, looking bright as fuck. Let's escape somewhere but light it up. Feeling like time is stuck in the hourglass, hoping that they turn it up. So lighten up. The sun's out, looking bright as fuck. Let's escape somewhere but light it up. Feeling like time is stuck in the hourglass, hoping that they turn it up. So lighten up.
I mean, I remember the first time I heard that song. It brings a smile. It brought a smile to my face. Then it continues to bring a smile to my face, man, because it's just one of those tracks that has a good meaning, man. It has that idea. It's like kind of like stop focusing on the shit that brings you heartache and fills your mind with fear and fills your, helps fuel your depression or fuel your rage or whatever. It's kind of like sit back, man, take a look around, appreciate what you have, appreciate where you are, appreciate the people who are around you. And that's something that we don't do enough of. Like just being present, man. And that was something when I went on my trip. It was something that I really I didn't have to think about, but that was something I wanted to do when I went over there. Was kind of like my first idea was I was going to document everything, and I'm going to put together this big ass long video with interviews and all that kind of stuff. But then I got there, and it just became I took my phone out and and took some video, quick 15-second clips and stuff of the Owl concert and stuff. But it's like I just wanted to be there. I wanted to be present and to be sitting at a dinner table with these guys, man, and listening to stories and having conversations, and just being human beings together was just amazing. And no one was on their phones. No one was worried about anything other than just the people who were at that table. And it's so, I mean, when you're sitting in the studio with Res One and up front, and he's playing, and Billy Wiz was still there, and Wishmaster as well, and sitting there and hearing unreleased tracks yet, like allowing me to be part of that situation where you're sitting there. At what point of that do you not want to be part of? You know what I mean? Like you want to give 100%. You want to give everything you can. You want to remember it, but at the same time, I don't need a photograph or a video or all that kind of shit to remember it. I wanted just to drink it in, man, every minute of it. And I'm so glad that's how I did it. And that's basically this is the feeling I get from that song. The first time, and even now, I've heard it a bunch of times since I did the reaction. And that's what I get every time from, man, is just be there. The sun is out. Go out, barbecue, be with your cats, man. Do your shit. Be with your buddies. Enjoy the moment. And I hope you're enjoying this moment, man. I'm glad you guys took the time to do this, because I know it's going to be a long video. And knowing that you guys are sitting down doing this with me, I mean, that's a decision that you made, and I dig that shit, man. I hope you enjoy it, because I'm enjoying it. But, yeah, man. So now we're going to jump into Warhead. I believe this is the track. Let me look it up here. I couldn't find anything that said who produced what, so off the top of my head, I'll say it's all Leaf Dog. I apologize if it's not. But so this one's Warhead, features MOP. I heard this track, this slams, so let's go.
Yo. Space traveler, retarded starship, had to strap him down, send a couple volts through the carcass. Never phased, just blazed and lethargic, but I draw with the mic in my hand, I'm still an artist. Like
I apologize, I'm going to bring this back. I just want to hear what he says here. Because my first thought is bringing it back to life, but I didn't really grasp it at second, but when you strap him down, so I'm thinking like Frankenstein with putting the lightning bolts in his neck and stuff. But let me bring it back here. My mind was elsewhere there for a second.
Retarded starship had to strap.
God damn it! Why is it not going back? Because I'm hitting the wrong button. That'll do it.
Yo. Space traveler, retarded starship had to strap him down, send a couple volts through the carcass. Never phased, just blazed and lethargic. But I draw with the mic in my hand, I'm still an artist. Like the night before dawn, I get darkest. Till they took a couple shots, but them shits missed their targets. With my name on the cartridge, to play them like an N64 when I press their buttons the hardest. Was 3, then 2, then 4. Moved up, moved on, see me no more. In them old places, leave them with them, you got told faces. Underground like a most places. See, we never rolled basic, left plenty evidence and gold traces. No lethal beeps like no drummer, no bassist. Host facelift, so they're sold for collection. My things stayed the same when the wind changed direction.
She covered in the leaf like she hiding in style. Played the greatest role of all time, was written myself, a dreamcaster. Like injections hit the stream faster. Laughing now, but the crying's always been after. Funny how the loser always want a rematch. Go out like Mayweather, undefeated beat master. The style you see after. Don't need to speak faster, like a tag on the train.
I gotta tell you that it kind of tripped me up a little bit. I wanna hear this again. Love that first verse by BVA, man. The dude just levels up every single time, every album. He just takes that step. It's not even fair right now. Like before, and I've said it before, but it's so cool that I get to see it all in the condensed time frame, right? Like you guys have been watching these guys for a long time, and then I get to go through all the Owl stuff. I get to go to all the BVA stuff. I get to do all that stuff in a condensed time frame, so I see that progression. And now it's just like the dude, both of these cats, man. I can already tell BVA and Leaf Dog, both of them have made that. It's like they hit that prestige kind of level in the video game. Is kind of flipped over, and they're tip top, man.
Funny how the loser always want a rematch. Go out like Mayweather, undefeated beat master. The style you see after. Don't need to speak faster, like a tag on the train. My reach just past ya. Ready or not, like Lauren and Clark. We get paid for this burying like a coroner's check. I've been taking all your shit since the warrior cassette. While you like a fish out of water, still playing in the net. Here's the sayings for the dead, my ghost writing leave you spook. Stop recording my verse with nobody in the booth. To ever hear you diss me, I would have to listen to you, but I only really listen to my idols like you.
I'm on my gangstar shit. Rest in peace, Guru. It's fuck you by us like Fubu. Throw it up to the hood.
Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't. Oh my god. It's like it's messing with my brain. It really is messing with my brain because it feels. It just feels as if we just made that boom jump back in time because they come right onto this track like it is the 90s. It's like man. I love the way they jump. My god.
A fish out of water, still playing in the net. Here's the sayings for the dead, my ghost writing leave you spook. Stop recording my verse with nobody in the booth. To ever hear you diss me, I would have to listen to you, but I only really listen to my idols like you.
I'm on my gangstar shit. Rest in peace, Guru. It's fuck you by us like Fubu. Throw it up to the hood that I'm from, cause round here they say only the good die young. Come on, Wikipedia won't explain what it feels like. Fuck social media, I'm dope in my real life, so get used to me. I still got a long way to go, but I done made it so far from what I used to be. Hood nigga versus a good nigga, homie, slow down. Street nigga versus a real nigga, but I'm grown now. Blast shots at half-nots, go check it. From crack spots to trap spots, I'm so epic. I studied the art of wars, salute Leaf and Beaver. Right now, the niggas are the art of noise, so inbox your favorite.
I gotta hear that again, man. I gotta tell you, you gotta just imagine that part there. Salute Leaf Dog and BVA, just that. Hearing that must have just when they heard that verse come in, they must have been smiling for like 3 days, man. Man, I'm gonna be smiling. I can just imagine how they felt hearing that. Because I listened to them so much when I was younger, and then hearing it come full circle and having them on with two of my favorite artists, man. It just brings it full circle, and I can't get enough of it.
Street nigga versus a real nigga, but I'm grown now. Blast shots at half-knots, go check it. From crack spots to trap spots, I'm so epic. I studied the art of wars, salute Leaf and Viva. Right now, them niggas are the art of noise. So inbox your favorite DJ, let them know from UK to BK, this is what we play. I don't really study these cocksuckers. I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. My statue's in the center of the city, so cool. Old school but litty, you can never forget me, I'm Billy. From the world famous MOP, be honest, the game was lame before me. On it from 9-3, solid BKs and WA, HNIC. A problem with your setup, you need to restructure. Or the lady in the token booth will slug you. Fuck you mean, I ain't a rapper, I just know how to rap. Nice as fuck, but still trying to adapt. Let me give you the facts. I cover the globe, spit lava, I'm official. You would never have these rap god issues. Miss me with that bullshit, Chuck. Give it up, or we can tangle. You fucking with real rap wranglers.
That was nice, man. That was nice.
Understand me. Feed your trip to your infantasia. Anytime I visit on the mic, that's danger. Nigga average like a master stranger. Even with the push like a passing labor. They can end up on a major, calling a favor. Mics just fly to my hand like a saber. Stick to the girl like speaker to raver. Chill on your beats like I'm a lifesaver. Blowing the neck cause you melt like glacier. Keynote speaker, I cut like Vega. On the 32-bit like Sega. Best known trio when it comes to paper. Cause I roll with the hits like Ava. Any request from the fam, I'll waver. Been my own man, never turn to a hater. Wanna see my people grow and get greater. We out of reach, out your mind, you must be out of time. Anything you've ever seen hit by the sign. I might have left a few bodies decide to find. Respected, you defected. Anything I want in life I perfected. No emotions, I ain't never been affected. What a big man, so fear that's projected. Giving lines like teleprompters, take hits like helicopters. Best beats on any roster. Need a hit, you can go to doctor. We legit leave with jaws open like any opera. Talk about crime, but we took it off ya. Kinda crushing when I clock ya. In a black hole when I lost ya. In a hot sec, they forgot ya.
Oh man. The only thing that's stopping me from bringing this all the way back and playing it again is because I know this is going to already be a long video, and also because after I did Alien Cookie, I bought it, and I think I must have played it, without a word of a lie, probably 20 times in a row. I had never heard Leaf on a verse like this. Just unusual for me to hear it, and for me it just kind of been like, you know, he just outstanding, man. He just shows that there is no limits. The dude can do everything, and to speed it up there and just sound like he's been doing it forever. This is just his normal flow. He's not doing anything different. He's not doing anything special. And it's my only time I've ever heard him like that. And I just like I was so friggin' impressed. I must have, and I know that 20 times I listened to it, I probably brought it back to do his verse multiple times, because it's just outstanding to me. What a great verse, man.
The clock ya in a black hole when they lost ya. In a hot sec, they forgot ya.
Yo, I ain't friends with the Shogun. Came through with smoke and explosions, mixtures and potions. Mixed with devotion, plus 6 shit that we spoken. Now everybody thinks that they've just awoken, like they've been sleeping and broken. I've been smoking potent, soaked in daylight from these eyes that are open. Life deep like ocean. Path was blocked, took boulders boulders and rolled them. Couple bold ones under the bridge where the troll lives, weaving a cold one. He's a bit naughty, that's what they say, cause couple tall stories they told them. A couple are true and some of them fake, they pull the same face when it goes wrong. Did it how I does when I did it for the buzz, little kids get cut from paper. Secret life, money makeup, friends telling him to wake up cause he's destined for great stuff. Fuck, that's deep burn, great mouth, stay shut off with their head like ancients. Play the game on my own like patience, riding on a couple breaks like surfing basics. Showed love so they hate it, tip the game while they're dancing naked. Face it, we've been throwing pacing while they stand in shock with the look that's vacant.
Man, I know I'm only 5 tracks in, and actually, out of the 5 tracks, I've done 3. And they're all great in their own like their own way. They're all great. As much as I loved Warhead, and that whole full circle thing, bringing me back, connecting me to my late teens, early 20s, doing all that shit, connecting all that, was so dope. But this is, it's still my favorite song so far on the album. I just love it. To me, this is like BVA again, next level on this track, man. He hits everything perfect. And sometimes in the past he wouldn't. And now he does it so well. And in this track, in my mind, is the absolutely perfect from everything I've ever heard. This for me is the most perfect Leaf Dog BVA track. The production is unbelievable. Leaf next level. BVA. The verbal boom. He's just hitting that bag, man. Like he's just landing every single punch. This cat on this track. This perfection from second one to the very last second. It's absolute perfection. This track. And I really do want to play it again, even though I've heard it so many times.
Fear is a mind state, your pupils are dilate, your people don't fly straight, the snakes in the sideway. Shook to death when they acting no irate. Try and shake, you find mate, it's some of your time late. Whether it's good or bad, I see the fair monger. Working every day in the attempt to steal the hunger. Forgetting what we under, the infinite skies. The excuse that they make always beginning with the lies. As the temperature rise, it crumbled like day leaves. I made this album on the day my last one 3 days. Fuck the pressure of fear, legendary is clear. Nobody ever expected me to be here. Yo, 4 hours, active like the bomb from the past is. Like the mushroom seeing grow around the masses. So blast this, fuck what's holding you back. Take the lead, you'll remember when I told you this fact. Yeah, your fear is in your mind, hey, yeah, you hear it all the time. Turn on your radio, you're fine. It's the blind leading the blind, recline, reading the sign. Your fear is in your mind, hey, yeah, you hear it all the time.
Okay, I'm bringing this shit back just a little bit, man. I love this, man, because this is. I was just talking to somebody about this. Well, I'm not talking to them. I wrote it in an email. I haven't sent it yet. Just because he's one of my mentors in terms of my horror writing. And one of the things I was talking to him about is just having gone over to the UK and facing my fear, really, because I'm not an outgoing person. I'm very much an introvert. This is like so outside my box to do this, to put myself out there to the world and say, tell me whatever it is you want, like call me a piece of shit, whatever, man. Putting myself out there is a huge step for me, way outside the box. And it was big for me to get on a plane by myself, fly across, meet with my mate Jake, who I'd only met online, had only talked to on the phone a few times, voice to voice. Everything else was over text. To do that was huge for me, and to go and meet all these people was huge for me. And I just decided that I wasn't going to let that fear, man. That's what like BVA said, like whatever's holding you back, man, fuck that shit. Don't listen to that voice, man. It's all in your mind. That fear, all that is it's it's telling you you're not good enough. It's telling telling you you're going to get laughed at. It's any number of things that you build up in your mind, and it just holds you back from doing something that can change your life. Paint a picture, write a book, write a poem, pick up a guitar because you've always wanted to learn how to play guitar, but you're afraid. You're afraid of failing, and often so many people will hold themselves back because they're fearful of failure or fearful of someone else saying shit about them. But you know what? When people talk shit about you, man, it says more about them than it does about you. And the older I've gotten, the more I understand that. So, you know what, man? So when I wrote this email to my buddy, my mentor basically said to him, like, I haven't been finishing my novel because I've been afraid. I've been afraid of getting rejected. I'm afraid of people laughing and telling me that it's shit. But you know what? I'm not doing it from them, man. I'm doing it for me and the people who love me. If I sell 3 books and all 3 of them are my mom, so be it, man. I write because I love it, and I shouldn't allow fear to stop me from doing something I love, man. So I love that. I love that sentiment. Because there's so many of these guys that we wouldn't have. So many paintings, so many books, so many great songs we wouldn't have if these people listened to the little voice in their head telling them they're all going to laugh at you, or they're that you're not good enough. And why do you think you're good enough to write a book? Why do you think you're good enough to be an MC or a producer? It's sad, man. The stuff that we we always hold ourselves back. I friggin' love this track. What a man.
Blast this, fuck the sword and get back. Take the lead, you'll remember when I told you this fact. Yeah, your fear is in your mind, Hey, yeah, you hear it all the time. Turn on your radio, you're fine. It's the blind leading the blind, recline, reading the sign. Your fear is in your mind, Hey, yeah, you hear it all the time. Turn on your radio, you're fine. It's the blind leading the blind, recline, reading the sign.
The picture that they love to paint is doom and gloom. Like this shit, it will be finished and be over soon. Wouldn't be a soldier in their war if you saw the platoon. They serve you with a fork and a spoon, and that's in bite-sized pieces. But only if you let my words cut out their venom. We fought with steady pen and get caught, that's level pegging. It do your fucking head in, but that's why I keep it all up there and don't let them get in. I'm riding in on a fuck you and I'll see you later. The way you measure with your eyes might not be true later. Trying to son you, but the situation's Darth Vader. So you fight them all, lightsaber, find layer. So when you get that feeling inside that you ain't taking it, embrace that shit, make their faces drip, and go out scrapping if you have to. Fuck if it's a bad move, never let them mash you.
Your fear is in your mind.
There we go, man. The BVA just hammered that home, exactly what I was saying. Fuck what they say, man. Don't let other people put fear inside of you, whether it's fear about yourself, you're following your dreams or doing whatever it is, or also fear of other people. Don't let other people put shit in your head that makes you think a certain way about another person. Because there's a lot of that, man. Like I said earlier in this video, there's a lot of that going on. Just that, getting people are hating their neighbors, hating their brothers, people getting divorces and shit over this whole COVID nonsense. And before that, there was, U.S. election and all kinds of stuff. Families just being torn apart, and their minds are just constantly filled with just exactly what everyone on misinformation, disinformation, just pounding. And unfortunately, so many people get their information from one place and they allow it in, and then they take it. Well, the news wouldn't lie to me, or the government wouldn't lie to me, or whatever it is. I'm not going to get into it. You cats know. There's more than enough has been said about that. You cats know that. But anyway, yeah, man, hitting that home with that shit, man. Don't allow them to put the fear inside your head and change the way you look at your goal or the world around you. Because that's, if you let it in, man, it's hard to get it out once it's in there.
Yeah, you hear it all the time. Turn on your radio, you're fine. It's the blind leading the blind, recline, reading the sign. Your fear is in your mind. Yeah, you hear it all the time. Turn on your radio, you're fine. It's the blind leading the blind, recline, reading the sign.
There weren't any walls, just a lot of curtains with eyes painted on them. There's a lot more to it.
Go on. Try to recall the details. Go on.
Yeah, my truest vision like a new religion. For you to root to listen. That's why I had to put them into tuition. I'm fully needed like an intermission. You lack the presence and the inhibitions. That's why they're irreverent. When you fake stars, fun to come fast. It's easy to make the cash, but harder to make it last. Chance thinner than to play the grass. You must have made them laugh. Hack it in like a wolf in the state of your craft. Half zombie like you hit with the blast of the apocalypse. That's what the state when they ask. We've been the opposite, dropping shit so long, forgotten it. Your monotonous style was looking like a comic strip. Straightly in the box, fresh from the docks. Pipe shaking like a road covered in rocks. Pissed like an ounce knot coming to the dark. Cut a hipster's leg off with deep rock. Now they call it hip hop. Had a lot of albums, but the shit flopped. Only way you made somebody stay was when your kid dropped. Fans are in flock, yours are hidden like the drugs have been sucked. Poison ink part, emotionless like I've been spot. Let's go.
It's like there's something in the air when the pen hit the paper and the kick hit the snare like a boxer. Dodge a couple shots, then we drop ya. High when it happens, so guess you could say it's potluck. It's like there's something in the air when the pen hit the paper and the kick hit the snare like a boxer. Dodge a couple shots, then we drop ya. High when it happens, so guess you could say it's potluck. I ain't here to use you, just spit some rhythm and blues over the ones and twos while it soothe you. Move through these rappers like invisible walls, abuse you. Enter with soul like windows that you put your shoe through. Leaf on the beat and it's danger. Rappers writing shit to take me out that does me favors. I'm like weed in Amsterdam, bring the newest flavors. Chords or cordless, it be major. Teach them their alphabet. I love the haters, make their heads spin like breakers. Why they give me some space, a couple acres. Live life like a comic strip, add captions to the capers. Catch tricks off the waves I make like boats do to wakers. Roam the earth like Quakers, but speak from the book that's got hooks where I scribbled in the papers. Leave tracks to follow, that's the method since the ancients. Original material, every lyric's my patents. It's like there's something in the air when the pen hit the paper and the kick hit the snare like a boxer. Dodge a couple shots, then we drop ya. High when it happens, so guess you could say it's potluck. It's like there's something in the air when the pen hit the paper and the kick hit the snare like a boxer. Dodge a couple shots, then we drop ya. High when it happens, so guess you could say it's potluck.
I just realized I wasn't naming the videos as we went. I don't know if that matters or you guys probably know all of them, but that was Kimbo Kush. Now we're moving on to Devil's Breath. It's a cool track. This has been a cool album, man. I've been really enjoying this album. I'm looking forward to getting all these tracks into my daily listening. Because there's another one on there, Seasick. So I did more than I thought that I did. I thought I'd only done 2, but that's going to be 4 tracks. Pretty sure that I did Seasick as well. Anyway, man. Let's keep going. This one is called, like I said, Devil's Breath. Let's keep going.
You're trying to better yourself, man. You're coming back. You know you fucked up. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, but the broom is a slight sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. You're trying to reach deep in your soul, the private eye. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, but the broom is a slight sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. You're trying to reach deep in your soul, the private eye. Yeah, there's demons in the corner of my room. This habit to consume has got me falling into gloom. Turning up the tunes, trying to block the mistakes. Anywhere I'm turning around, the demons looking in my face, telling me I'm too young. Why you giving up on fun? Stop being boring, leave, you know your day is gonna come. Misery loves company and you ain't free from this. The feeling of missing out has got you being this. Can't make it through the night, can't change your life. Turn politically correct and leave you bored on the mat. Filling my head with hype like government updates, but I can shake my demons if I just waiting for the sun break. Tell myself no, and she slowly fades. Come with every excuse in the world, you should know the ways. In the cave, trying to crash like rolling waves. The sun rises and I'm free for another day. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime.
To me, man, this feels like that classic Leaf Dog beat where it's got that. It brings in the vocals. It's multiple levels. I love how he's bringing. Usually you can get that one break or two breaks where they take the beat out. I love how many times I did it in this first verse, man. It was like a handful of times it really worked on this track. And that thing, like, be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. Talking about your soul too, man. It's like that how you really can corrupt all aspects of yourself. Basically everything from what you see, what you listen to, and what you consume, physically consume in your body. I mean, that can have a horrible effect, positive effect or horrible effect, depending on what you choose to eat and put in your body. So yeah, man, that's so true. And it's if I heard it correctly, he's talking about the demons, then you have the outside, the misinformation, the lies and stuff coming in. Also having his demons telling him he's not good enough, telling him like you're missing out on shit when you're here making beats and your friends are out doing some fun shit and you're missing out. You shouldn't be here locked in your room making beats or writing that book or whatever it is that you're doing. You should go out and hang out with your friends. But all that second guessing and all those demons talking to you, trying to get you, trying to get inside your head, man, and get you to rethink things. It's interesting, man, what that can do to you. But yeah, like I said, this is a cool beat, man. This as much as I've loved every beat so far, this kind of feels like that classic, real classic Leaf Dog. And I'm saying that, and this will probably be the track that's not produced by Leaf Dog. But to me, it really feels like that classic Leaf Dog beat to me.
To the world, you should know the ways. In the cave, trying to crash like rolling waves. The sun rises and I'm free for another day. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, but the broom is a slide sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. They're trying to reach deep in your soul, the private eye. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, but the broom is a slide sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. They're trying to reach deep in your soul, the private eye.
You fucking stoner, what happened to you, Rover? You in a coma, could be playing Captain Casanova. Don't pay attention to the fact I make you feed your nose up. You ain't an addict, that's something I'll help you keep control of. Yo, so drink some liquor while we think it over. Won't make you weak and get you keen to go and pick some snows up. Remember when we used to dance the fast or slow? Our money's for dickheads anyway, why you care where your dough gone? Yo, so let's reload like we're drum and bassing. YOLO, find you some hoes that are known for tasting. Meant to be grown by you playing on your PlayStation. You blow, so take advantage of the situation. What would the 13-year-old you say? Both guys, they have more fun, don't need no toupee. But I can see the light coming on horizon, the sunrise, and you go home, it ain't surprising.
It's for my people
Now, I'm pretty sure I'm picking up what he's putting down. I like how he did that, man. Talking about that, like, you're not an addict, kind of like it's like his. He may want to start making some changes because he's worried about maybe his lifestyle or whatever, and then the voice in his head, the demon in his head, the little devil on his shoulder telling him, no, it's fine. What you're doing is fine. You're not an addict. We got control of this. And why we got control of this? Here, have a drink, calm your nerves. Kind of idea, man. It's such an interesting way to put it because I really believe that's how it works, man. I really think that's exactly how it works. And that's what stops a lot of people from getting the help that they need, is because they have that little voice convincing them. It's like, it's like, what's that old saying? It's like, I don't have a drinking problem, you have a problem with my drinking, or something to that effect. But yeah, man, it's I like what he did there, that whole thing, and like, that whole verse was just really cool how he pulled that together. Like, what would your 13-year-old you say, right? To you, when you're 13 years old, seeing the kind of lifestyle you're living, probably your 13-year-old self would be like, holy shit, that's so cool, that's so awesome. Yeah, man, cool. I really dig that.
On horizon, the sunrise, and you go home, it ain't surprising.
It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, put the broom as a slide sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. They're trying to reach deep with your soul, the private eye. It's for my people trying to make it through nighttime. My demons in the corner, put the broom as a slide sign. Be careful what you feed your eyes, ears, and mouth. They're trying to reach deep with your soul, the private eye. Keeping it tight.
Ready,
Yo, I release the beat. Think about doing some things, basic training.
Keeping it tight.
ready.
Yo, I release the beat. Think about doing some things, basic training. Round for round, round.
I'm bringing that shit back. I gotta hear that again.
Training. Round for round.
Keeping it tight.
Ready,
Yo, I release the beat. Think about doing some things, basic training. Round for round, round.
Oh my god.
Yo. We rode the wave till we seasick, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. You can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong. We rode the wave till we seasick, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. Can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong. Yo. Best work always started with the guest first. Expert, gotta move them legs through the fresh dirt. You know the paths when you walk them often, till you got them, winging it as if there was another option. Raised by hip-hop and MCs and drug dealers.
Okay, this doesn't sound familiar to me, so maybe I recognize the name, maybe. That's what it is. Again, another one of those classic Leaf Dog, man, bringing in that quote, or bringing in that vocal. Sounds so... Oh my god, this sounds so nice. What a beat.
How to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. Can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong. Best work always started with the guest first. Expert, gotta move them legs through the fresh dirt. You know the paths when you walk them often, till you got them, winging it as if there was another option. Raised by hip-hop and MCs and drug dealers that sold pills for £10 for free. And you wonder why we've been bad, jumping on your deck like Sinbad. Sink your ship with a bit of this pad. You never heard me crying about my situation. Take what you got, that's building blocks, you're breaking off like nations. Of course with patience, sometimes fuck them off. Start again from the beginning with some others, that's just what we're facing. Journey's the best bit, what good are signs if you're dyslexic? Ignore them anyway when you checked it. Nothing's ever quite how you expected anyway, and it's just a matter of perspective. We rode the wave till we seasick, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. You can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong. We rode the wave till we seasick, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. Can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong.
Yeah, bottom rivers like earthquakes. They can't pick the sign like birthdays. The only way you're gonna be what break. Looking funny like fake teeth. Usually just talking like fake beef. The only time I rumble is when I ain't eat. Made it for myself. They ain't stuck none of the gang. I made it by yourself. When you reach the level, all they do is cry for help. Like true kings handing out cards, so I never down. No one cares how the leader feels. It's just a snippet when you breed the skills. Can get you gone like speeding wheels when you never seeing deals. Music might die tonight like speaker bills and illegal fields. No education, can't even play a note. Shit start to gather round us till it turn into a buzz. In the future like a fortune teller, bringing the bruck like a floor room shallow, mixing it up like a wardrobe error.
We rode the wave till we seasick, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit, but really making it up as I go along. You can't remember the words, he's reach and I'm bong. We rode the wave till we cease it, cause no one told us what to do or how to be shit. But really making it up as I go along. Can't remember the words he's reach and I'm wrong.
Again, I keep forgetting to do it, man. this is called Sweet Candy Cake. That was a cool track, man. I dig that shit. But that the hook on it too was sweet.
Yeah, I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, I wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this or aura that they can't reach through. I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, I wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this or aura that they can't reach through. Yeah, pull it together, son, it's all in your mind. It's a perception that ain't real, you just built over time. If there's no respect, John, then you need to let go. Small things we accept, eventually gonna grow. Stop believing you ain't worth it. People said there's so much and you figured you deserve it. I'm a whole person, never need have to fix me. When I think back, all the difference restrict me and fix me. Hitting with the bubble constrict me. They grip me for dreams that's as big as they takes me. I'm strictly, but I proved the wrong. I reached a level, now I moved around. Sometimes I think about the love that's gone. At least I never played myself. Through these dark days I made myself with a mental state of hell. Raving crazy in myself. I had the word in my palm but feeling like I fell. Walking through a different type of hell. That's where the deep dwell. I only really felt love from rock and speak as well. The underdog I rated, the unconditional. My dedication to this love is unmissable. That's why you hold me down. I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, I wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this or aura that they can't reach through.
I like that when he was talking about the people who tried to fix him did nothing but kind of, he says, boa constrict him. So, and he didn't see himself as someone who needed to be fixed. And often when someone's trying to fix you, it's to fix their idea of you. They have something that in their mind they have a version of Leaf, or you know what I'm saying. They have a version of you, and you weren't that person when they met you, but they have an idea that you can be that person. So they try to force you. They put you in this box, constricting you to this box, and it's not you. And like Leaf said, man, I'm not somebody who needs to be fixed. So, piss off with that type of thing. I'm going to be me. I'm not going to allow people to tell me that I can't be me, and that being me isn't going to get me places. There's a lot of messages in this album, man, which is not a surprise because I always get that with these guys, man. All four of them. They don't come with lyrics that are just filler. They always come with a lesson, man, and a life lesson, whether we can learn from it or what they've learned from, and putting it forward and saying this in case this may work for you. This is the shit that I went through. This is what I learned from this experience. This is what I learned from being told this or treated this certain way, and it makes it so much more digestible for me when I'm so much more attracted to an artist when I can have that connection and knowing. Like I've said it before, man. There's a lot of times when you're going through shit, you feel that you're by yourself. Like no one's ever felt this way before. No one's ever gone through this situation that I'm going through right now. Meanwhile, there's millions of people who have. And sometimes all it takes is someone to say, like, I've been told I was broken. I've been told you have to fit in this box in order to succeed. Or if you want, if you want to be in a relationship with me, you fit in this box type of idea. Sometimes it just feels good to know that other people have gone through shit and made it out on the other side better for it. And that's up to you, really, too. Whether or not you take the situation and learn from it, or you take a situation and come out on the other end shittier, it's kind of at that point that, I mean, that falls at your feet, and that's how I live anyway. Take every situation, bad or good, and try to get better for it. Try to learn from it, take something from it, and become a better person.
I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, don't wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this aura that they can't reach through. I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, don't wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this aura that they can't reach through.
Yeah, there's nothing else or nothing that helps. How do you use words to describe just something that's felt? No matter what cards I'm dealt, it's always stayed true to me. Traveling the long road ever since a soon to be. Now we've been through the trenches, still represented. With that thirst that lasts forever, you can never quench it. People scared of the strength cause they never bent it. Make you think you bear your soul, you're defenseless, but fuck 'em. We'll weather the storm, batten the hatches. Even when a twat's how I acted, she's still attractive. Roll with me through the madness, rappers in pampers, and still means something every time somebody thanks us. Never spent too long thinking about the end result. Just sat inside scribing hard till my pen revokes. Or until I felt a couple jolts. Ain't responsible for that, I said it wasn't my fault.
I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely.
Man, these guys have done this so many times on this album, man. It's perfect. Like Leaf Dog lays down the foundation, and then BVA just builds upon it, man. He just builds this. He finishes the house on top of the foundation. I'm freaking loving this, man. That whole verse, I love that whole. This whole track is great, but that whole verse by BVA, it's so much. You know, like I love that. I once did a speech based on my childhood to try to help some people who were in the same situation or similar situation that I was. And I talked about that, like, kind of like the cards that were dealt to me, and having to just play the hand, man. You got to play that hand, and you know, there's nothing you can do about it. That's what you got. So you have to play that hand, and rather than complaining about it, and rather than just being like, well, there's no way I'm going to win with this hand. Fuck it, I'll fold. Like, can't do that, man. And that's what BVA says. Like, fuck what they say. You know, I'm going to be me. I'm going to weather this storm, man. To batten down the hatches, do everything I possibly can. I'm going to continue to be who I am, because these are the cards I was dealt. You know, and again, I'm going to continue to be me. I'm not going to allow you to tell me anything else. And I'm not going to focus on anything other than staying true to myself. Yeah, man. Okay. Dig it.
That I said it wasn't my fault.
I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, don't wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this aura that they can't reach through. I guess we did it for you. I know it's lonely at the top, don't wanna sip from my brew. Don't be offended when I sip on my brew. They wanna speak this aura that they can't reach through.
We got Crystal Bully coming up.
Yo, they love to put you down, don't let it get you under. Cause that creates the thirst, fire but the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit. They love to put you down, don't let it get you under. Cause that creates the thirst, fire but the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit. The underdog laughs loudest. Project their insecurities when they doubt it. That's why they love to shout it. I used to care till I realized that these motherfuckers know nothing about shit you use to your advantage. That's little.
Yes. I used to care till I realized these motherfuckers don't know shit about shit. Yes. Yes.
Project the insecurities when they doubt it, that's why they love to shout it. I used to care till I realized that these motherfuckers know nothing about shit you use to your advantage. That's little beaver turned big beef that chopped down trees for power outage. They said the star was out west, no time for it till I did the grind on it. Now they shouting out yes, you find your own lane. Got stoned, played a slow game, kid with no name, spit the dope flame. Then the faces change, there's a reaction. Wouldn't be the same with love from the start, less satisfaction. The overrated get gas then fade, blade stayed sharp, blow up parties like a grenade. And the stars stayed underground, this the sewer. The West Country kid Rick might spit manure. They love to put you down, don't let it get you under, cause that creates the thirst, fire for the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit.
I love that, violently creative. And don't allow this, man. Don't allow what people say to you or about you. Don't let that get you down, man. Use that to fuel the hunger, man. Like I have a little thing that I look at sometimes, and it says, basically, like, the thing that keeps me going is knowing that I've got a bunch of people to prove wrong. I mean, I was told in grade 10, my grade 10 English teacher told me that I would never get a job that I had to use the English language to do. So that means I wouldn't be able to write, wouldn't be able to speak. Basically, as long as I didn't have to deal with anybody, if I could dig a ditch, then I'll always be okay. But I'll never get a job. Meanwhile, I'm a published author, and I've worked in newspapers and public relations and communications for the past 20 some odd years. So fuck that guy.
They love to put you down, don't let it get you under, cause that creates the thirst, fire for the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit.
Read in class and everybody laughed. A stoner kid used to smoke tea bags and grass. Tried to send me home, pretend I don't know where my home at. Only became a rapper just to try and get my own back. Who's laughing now? Chicken JD till I pass it now. With my ex-girl trying to flash a trial. Tried to tell myself no, but I never listened. That's why the money in my bank is forever missing. Living like a man from the past, trying to buy the shit I never had. Like rich kids, I'm never glad. No can be the fuel to keep you going. Sometimes the price will be the journey and the not knowing. All the hate, it's the insecurity they're not showing. Catch a break, I'll build an empire from seed sowing. It's mad tragic back then, you had it. Wanna put me down, but can't put down your bad habit.
They love to put you down, don't let it get you under, cause that creates the thirst, fire for the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit. They love to put you down, don't let it get you under, cause that creates the thirst, fire for the hunger. Violently creative, silencing these haters. Quietly they faded, nothing left to say shit.
To live a good life, you need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on how. Don't let them take the road from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you. So come to live a good life, you need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on how. Don't let them take the road from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you. It's all coming true. From the bottom of the pile, now we eat from the top. Or just pats on the back, or you believe in the love. Leading the clock, no matter how my demons are got. To the crowds was the love like a steam from the pot. Reading the plot, envisioning my time in the future. Got to not believers with your mind to be used to. Love when I was young, I never needed no help. Everything you see in here, I really got for myself. It's better for your health, don't think that your money's your wealth. Just they cast spells, guiding all your energy fell. I never got signed, we made our own label. Foundation strong, 4 pillars on the table. Some are paid to travel the world, I work hard until they pay for me. Control your destiny, it's like it's all made for me. Letting others in my head that ain't plain to see they plaguing me. That's how they made to be. When they say on the line with losers for too long. Hesitate, dog, make the move and it be gone. Priority, rearranging, dedication brings changing. Those who can deal with failure be the ones that dream taming. To live a good life, you need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on high. Don't let them take the rug from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you. It's all coming to live a good life. You need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on high. Don't let them take the rug from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you.
It's all coming true. Start out young, but young flame. Never think too much, take the shit as it came. Some people stick around and some will wriggle away. Play the world like chess, 2 steps in the frame. Cause it twists and turns, you learn as you go along. So don't be singing from another song some others on. Don't call nobody leader, call my brother son. And don't get caught up on the now, cause it's almost done. And you don't know when you're doing it. So much shit we wish we knew as kids, but I guess that'd ruin it. Just build your house with your own bricks, cause you don't wanna have something just to hold it. And pay attention when the wise man told it. And I don't mean me, looking back, you know they know this. That's why I'm on my own shit, but I ain't being selfish. Join for a bit and roll with yo.
To live a good life, you need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on high. Don't let them take the rug from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you. It's all coming to live a good life. You need to build it yourself. Your future's unstable when it's balanced on high. Don't let them take the rug from under you. That's what the runners do. Look at what become of you.
It's all coming true.
So that was Sunday Driver. Cool, man. Cool message in that one too. Like just taking. I mean, I get from that kind of the idea of just taking like personal responsibility and if you want something, then like do it. And I've been telling my daughter that because I think I mentioned it not too long ago on the channel with the fact that she started a YouTube channel, and it didn't blow up right away, and I guess it didn't really blow up at all, but and she just gave up on it because it didn't happen quick enough. And like I just told her, like, you gotta, like, if you want to do it, then do it. Don't talk about it. Don't sit around and say, you know, you want to be a YouTube star or whatever it is that you call people to do YouTube. I don't know. Personality, I guess, YouTube personality. If you want to do it, man, do it. And spend time doing it. And stop talking about doing it. Build that life, man. If that's the life you want, build it. Go after it. Do your thing. Don't listen to other people. Don't copy what other people are doing. Don't try to be somebody else. Just be yourself. Be authentic. Chase your dream. Build that life you want. Because nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's going to walk over and say, here's your YouTube channel, preloaded with 3 million subscribers. Have at it. I mean, when I started this channel, I thought it was going to be, 3 or 4 videos in, and then I'd be told to piss off. Nobody gives a shit, and I would have stopped doing it. I had no expectations other than I wanted to give it a try. I built it, and the community came, the community embraced me, and I owe so many people a debt of gratitude for enjoying the content and keeping me in line, so to speak. Yeah, man. I mean, this thing. So many times during my trip that my buddy Jake 36 Chambers on YouTube. You see him in the comments. Like he said to me, like, think about it. There's so many times like we'd just be sitting there, and he'd look at us and look at me and just be like, think about it, man. Like, if you hadn't started that YouTube channel, we never would have met. We wouldn't be sitting here in Bristol, in Dean Lane, with Res One and his son, where Split Profits started. Like this, think how strange the world is that if I hadn't done the channel, I never would have met any of these cats. I never would have met any of you. Never would have went to the UK the way I did. Like, you build that life, man. Build the life that you want, and take responsibility for that shit. And you be the person that put those bricks down, man. Because you never know where that shit's going to lead. That's for sure. Cool track. We're going to jump on this next one. I think this one's Critical Chaos. Features Keith Murray, I believe. all I can see is the K. But I know Keith Murray is on this album. So, all right, man, let's jump in.
Keith Murray, Underground Epics, BVA, LOD, Leaf Dogs, yeah, Rowdy Rebels. Check it out, yo. You knew I was coming, you ain't know how and when. Now it's time to separate the bitches from the men. Your ways in action, it's so damn wicked. You a fucked up person, we can never kick it. Trying to take my kindness for weakness like I'm a sweet dish. No dreadlocks, but you got shit twisted. I'm a sadistic poet, analytical thinker. You full of bullocks, you bloody wanker. Straight from New York, live.
Oh man, that twisted bar was great. And never in my life would I think I was going to hear Keith Murray use the term wanker. Jesus Christ.
No dreadlocks, but you got shit twisted. I'm a sadistic poet, analytical thinker. You full of bullocks, you bloody wanker. Straight from New York, live in the UK. You talk behind my back and my face, got nothing to say. I chop your head off the two-faced African lizard. Rip your guts out and fry 'em like some gizzards. I love the gossip, give me what you got. You saying my name is just making me hot. Saying I smoke crack, posting my mugshot. That night I was wildin', I had a fight with the cop. If you dissing me, you dissing yourself. I do my dirt by my lonely, I don't need no help. You dissing LOD, you dissing yourself. We do our dirt by our lonely, we don't need no help. You dissing RLD, you dissing yourself. They do their dirt by their lonely, they don't need no help. You dissing LOD, you dissing yourself. You dissing yourself, you dissing yourself.
Yeah, your head spinning like you need the exorcism. Ain't keep the mic stick to me through the magnetism. Say we on the same level, but you never see me with them. Been through more bars than a man that's only seen prison. Raise it up like an alien beam hit him. Turn your album poster to a last scene missing. Past dream living, I'm never.
Oh yes. Leaf's on it. Leaf's coming, man. I love the way he jumps on this track. Holy shit. And that missing poster bar is dope.
You dissing yourself.
Yeah, your head spinning like you need the exorcism. Ain't keep the mic stick to me through the magnetism. Say we on the same level, but you never see me with them. Been through more bars than a man that's only seen prison. Raise it up like an alien beam hit him. Turn your album poster to a last scene missing. A past dream living. I'm never caught like a mass mission. Director talking, the cast listen. You the type to wear Gucci and Prada. Only had a shot at life when they came from your father. Shouting at the label, but they didn't like the sound of me. I guess I'd have to be a sheep for you to count on me. I ain't falling asleep, but I'm.
God damn. Talking about going to the label, want nothing to do with them. I guess you'd have to be a sheep for you to count on me. Meaning you have to fall in line and do everything else that these other artists are doing to get a record label or get a record contract. Oh man, this whole verse is awesome.
Mission, director talking, the cast listen. You the type to wear Gucci and Prada. Only had a shot at life when they came from your father. Shouting at the label, but they didn't like the sound of me. I guess I'd have to be a sheep for you to count on me. I ain't falling asleep, but I'm about to be. You couldn't move a copy when you put it out for free. Open lines are like a boozer on a Sunday. Rappers say my level, think I'm getting there one day.
If you dissing me, you dissing yourself. I do my dirt by my lonely, I don't need no help. You dissing LOD, you dissing yourself. We do our dirt by our lonely, we don't need no help. You dissing RLD, you dissing yourself. They do their dirt by their lonely, they don't need no help. You dissing LOD, you dissing yourself. You dissing yourself. You dissing yourself.
Yo, creep on my own. I never sang like Nina Simone. I stayed praying if you need to, you know. Let them talk, I'm in the speakers that's blown. While they're stressed, I get head and burn reefers at home. With that chitter chatter when I'm walking in, they silent. Claiming to be violent, now wonder where that vibe went. Because of what I do to stylists. Open up your irises, section of the tape for all of my critics. Yeah, see, that's nothing to say. So guess we can wrap it up like we puffin' a J. So much throwaway shit, you give it up in a day. I carve these words out of flame so it burns in the fabrics and simmers till it rains. Similar to nothing, ain't fucking with no games. Rode the crest of the wave to the edge. Came back, blessed tracks with the trade. And take great pleasure in the carnage that's made.
If you dissing me, you dissing yourself. I do my dirt by my lonely, I don't need no help. dissing LOD, you dissing yourself. You dissing yourself. You dissing yourself.
It's a cool track, man. I really enjoyed that. As you know, really enjoyed that Leaf Dog verse, man. Cool beat too. The way they ended it here with that vocal at the end. The reason why I have to keep looking at my phone here because this is fuzzy to me, man. I can't read the names perfectly, so that's why I'm checking it out. So we got Sour Loser next.
So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen. So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen.
Yeah, people respect confidence. Most want the praise, they ain't dealing with the consequence. There's only one leaf, no one gets it. Like the only one to compare to me's the man in the mirror. Your ego is your only competition. Thinking you the shit, stop trying and you find some is missing. The nice turn to dicks, the humble turn to breaks. With all this pressure and fake people, watch them all flip. They never roll with the people they got on with. Ain't answering the phone, the people they did songs with. You was coming up, I gave you a verse, it's too true. Then you blew up and acted like I never knew you. Don't trust nobody that ain't got no day one, son. Hold you down like you Rodney and I'm day one song. Anyone can get it if they're fucking with mine. I treat your bitch like 50, take the shot 9 times.
So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as
Holy shit. That was dope, man. I love that too, like that whole thing, man, about the only competition is the man in the mirror, but that oh man. That treat your bitch like 50 and take the shot 9 times. Oh. Yes. And then I love how he has it in the background too. Oh, that's oh shit.
Trust nobody that ain't got no day one, son. Hold you down like you Rodney and I'm day one song. Anyone can get it if they're fucking with mine. I treat your bitch like 50, take the shot 9 times.
So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen. So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen. If you ain't striving to be the greatest, then you ain't trying. Drew the picture and the paint will still be wet when I'm dying. All or nothing, never bluffing on the confidence.
Man, I love that, man. If you're not trying to be if you're not striving to be the best, then like you're not trying. Like that's the thing. Like should always. The thing is for me, is I don't compare myself to anybody because when I start to do that is when that's when I notice when the imposter syndrome starts coming in. When you start looking at other reaction channels or whatever and start comparing yourself and start thinking. Your mind starts to work and shit, and then at first you get a little bit of that ego, and that's kind of like what Leaf is saying about you get a little bit of ego pops in and being like, oh, you're so much better than this guy, this guy ain't shit, all that kind of stuff. But that when you start listening to that, that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous when you start listening to that thing because I really do believe, like even Leaf said, man, the only competition is that man in the mirror. Try to be better than who you were yesterday. Be a better person. If rap is your thing, man, be a better MC, be a better producer. Compare who you were yesterday to who you are today. And even if you want to be a better father, do that. Whatever it is, man, whatever it is you want to get better at, compare yourself only to yourself with the idea that you want to be the best ever. Because if you don't want to be the best ever, then, I mean, in my mind, then why are you doing it? Right? You want to keep striving. You want to be. It's not even so much for other people to tell you that you're the best ever, but knowing that you're taking that journey and you're making and you're doing it striving to be better every day. And if you do that, I mean, that's all you can do, man. Keep striving to be the best that you can possibly be. Yeah, man. That's what I do anyway. Don't know. I fail a lot because that's when the like I said, the imposter syndrome comes in, because when that ego takes that little bit of you feed that ego a bit. I find that's when immediately after is when the imposter syndrome comes in, because you look at yourself, you feed that ego saying I'm so much better than that person, but then you see someone else or you start to doubt yourself. The imposter syndrome comes in. Why am I doing this? Nobody gives a shit. I'm horrible. I'm a piece of shit. Everyone's laughing at me. Like it's a fucking cycle, man. It's a cycle that just drowns you if you listen to it.
Run my own system with this pen. So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen. You ain't striving to be the greatest, then you ain't trying. Drew the picture and the paint will still be wet when I'm dying. All or nothing, never bluffing on the confidence, relying. Do what I do and trust I'm the plug of what I'm supplying. It's a thin line, the dim mind combined with the ego. The force is too much for some people, you see, bro. Always trying to be the humblest to run this shit, the thunder hits. So shit, I let them have a free go. I'm in my own lane, so fuck the dance floor. I treat the music like a dartboard that aren't raw, cause I ain't fucking about. I'm up in it like I'm half horse. We talk about shit, play the hard chords. Rain the dark forces, so of course it's just the hard forward that resuscitate it, kept the art warm. Did it cause I wanna fuck a pound or dollar in your wallet. It's the competition that I keep you on it. So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen. So do your thing, don't let no one tell you different. And don't confuse me being confident as ignorant. Everybody can't be the best at the same time, that's why you diss them. Run my own system with this pen.
Cool track, man. I really like the message behind that one. That's the beat on everything as well. That's definitely a track that's going in my workout playlist. That's for sure. 2 more tracks to go, man. We're an hour and 28 minutes in. This one's called Dirty Gelato. That's dirty.
Big breath, dark side, renegade. Yo, man, I've been having some dark thoughts. Shit, my head's in a mess. For so long I forget, but I'm winning really probably.
God damn, that's so fucking dirty.
Dark side, renegade. Yo, man, I've been having some dark thoughts. Shit, my head's in a mess. For so long I forget, but I'm winning really probably project. And we all in the same boat heading west. Probably why I smoke weed in bed. Cause I talk to myself and I think to myself and I drink to get fucked and sniff drugs like it helps, but it doesn't, can't you tell? I'm still trapped in this cell that I built in my mind instead of a wishing well. Now I'm sitting in my room with the fumes and the vapors, brain dead from various capers we're faced with, but wear the mask like I think that I'm the greatest, or could be, or would be, or there when they debate it. That's why I write it down and tape it and spray shit straight to your heart like the blood to your brain is. You can't buy sanity, but trust me, you can fake it. If I had a couple clues, then I'd be dangerous. Yo, can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself a couple melodies for remedies that strengthen me. One day I'm seeing that eventually. Can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker.
Oh my friggin' God. What can you possibly... This track is... this is so friggin' good. It's so dirty. This beat is so dirty. It's so sick. Fuck it. I don't even know where this started, but I'm bringing it back some. I'm sorry if this is too far, but I need to hear this song again. If it's not far enough, I apologize too. But goddamn, this is so nice.
Probably why I smoke weed in bed. Cause I talk to myself and I think to myself and I drink to get fucked and sniff drugs like it helps, but it doesn't, can't you tell? I'm still trapped in this cell that I built in my mind instead of a wishing well. Now I'm sitting in my room with the fumes and the vapors, brain dead from various capers we're faced with, but wear the mask like I think that I'm the greatest, or could be, or would be, or there when they debate it. That's why I write it down and tape it and spray shit straight to your heart like the blood to your brain is. You can't buy sanity, but trust me, you can fake it. If I had a couple clues, then I'd be dangerous. Yo, can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself.
Oh man, I cannot get over this track. God damn.
If I had a couple clues, then I'd be dangerous. Yo, can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself a couple melodies for remedies that strengthen me. One day I'm seeing that eventually. Can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself a couple melodies for remedies that strengthen me. One day I'm seeing that eventually.
I never done the lesson, still do the same thing. Same thing, it's like I end up with what the pain brings. I meet a good person and I push him away. The biggest chance I ever had, I thought it wasn't my day. I don't talk when I know what to say. Walk the other direction when they start to run in my way. My fears come to play. Sniff drugs I don't like, overhype. Hang out with people all night that I never want to see in real life. Chat a lot of shit, but this the realest shit I could rap. Should be eyes standing like vanilla meat and shook night. Dirty soda swag, I need so many shoes. The greatest was against myself, and this ain't something I can lose. Buying anything I could have get in my youth. I spat so much fire, even start to melt up my tooth. Got a bad name from any hoe that once was. I'm only digging from the same crate like 91 marks.
Can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself a couple melodies for remedies that strengthen me. One day I'm seeing that eventually. Can't you tell that I'm my own worst enemy? Sketchy motherfucker, but still fronting like there's 10 of me. Grab yourself a couple melodies for remedies that strengthen me. One day I'm seeing that eventually.
God damn. God damn. Just listen to that. So dirty. So dirty. Favorite track on the album, man. God damn. That was... God damn. Last track, man. I can't believe we're there already. This album's been so much fun. Every track is fun. Every track is in its own way, man. Every track is special. But yeah, that for me, that track is best for me, man. I'm gonna be all over that one later. That's for sure. So we're gonna end today. It's called Chalice Well. It's been fun, man. This has been fun. I enjoyed doing this. Let's go.
Yeah, do some shit. Yeah, yeah. Louis Love, John. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Sky. Hey, y'all jumping out the spaceship. Got problems, never face shit. Buying so much bullshit, got me tripping in the matrix. Flip me like a face if my words put you in stasis. I never had the hiatus, I just got hiatus. This one night, see the leaf in 20 different places. You hesitate like seeing faces, but don't say shit. Over your head like your favorite fit. Tell by the aura you ain't made for it. Might take your bitch without saying shit. A foolish man and never strategize. Rather have a grand on their own than go and split the pie. You can get 50 made more noise when my brothers with me. I'm trying to slide up my mistakes swiftly. Back in the days they never picked me. I picked myself up, this beat transfixed me. Smoked out, every rubber walks misty. Snare snap like a weak wrist beat. Barely talk to you but you miss me. Sometimes I wonder if it is me. I'll keep it moving. I guess I'm just a product of my own illusion. Life's short, I ain't got time for the confusion. I'm stepping in the door in the sky like I was Truman.
Yo, L&B like Beavis and Butthead like Smokey.
Nice. I like that, man. That Truman bar is hard.
My own illusion. Life's short, I ain't got time for the confusion. I'm stepping in the door in the sky like I was Truman.
Yo, L&B like Beavis and Butthead like Smokey and Ice like we ain't given up yet. That'll never happen like keep them bits of rapping tight. They can't match the appetite, so we don't have to fight. L&B like Beavis and Butthead like Smokey and Ice like we ain't given up yet. That'll never happen like keep them bits of rapping tight. They can't match the appetite, so we don't have to fight. Slowly but surely they nodding like they know the story. Mandatory, real kings don't wear crowns for glory. Like an ex-girlfriend at the end, now you saw me. Girls front and check the raps of the rap and get horny. 5 steps from 40, used to be skinny and scrawny. Usually licking it for me, you should do that or ignore me. Couple words, strip the ego right back to the raw meat. Always spoke over leaf, dog got ill-informed beat. Form complete like unbeaten all season. Heads flying, sword freedom for the challenge all free then. Ha, joke a bit right until I broke the nib. Pen crazy soaked in drip, Pandora's open lips. Leave the mic smoking so the next man can't do it cause I totaled it. Still that spoken myth known for smoking spliffs. I'm not oh who this is, them reprobates. Head states, collect the tapes, devastate record crates. L&B like Beavis and Butthead like Smokey and Ice like we ain't given up yet. That'll never happen like keep them bits of rapping tight. They can't match the appetite, so we don't have to fight. L&B like Beavis and Butthead like Smokey and Ice like we ain't given up yet. That'll never happen like keep them bits of rapping tight. They can't match the appetite, so we don't have to fight.
I'm on the beat like.
Oh,
I'm on the beat like.
well, I mean, what can you possibly say, man? Well worth the wait. Really enjoyed that. It's been a ride, man. An hour and a half. I've enjoyed every minute. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna go right back and listen to that that Dirty Gelato song for sure. Very, very good album. It's hard to believe that this is fresh off of Lex Neville, because that album just slaps too. So I gotta tell you, man, we're as UK hip hop fans, we are treated very well. I mean, what can you say? It's just been a remarkable couple of years, man. The amount of just amazing music coming out right now. If you're a UK hip hop fan, it's an embarrassment of riches. It truly is, and I'm loving every single second of it. So I heard that. I don't know. The microphone picked. There's a bathroom right above me, so I apologize about that. But anyways, man, really appreciate you cats sitting through this. If you did, hopefully you enjoyed the album, man. If you can afford it, buy it, stream it, do whatever you can, man. Support these cats, because, like I said, we're being spoiled. We are truly being spoiled, man. We're lucky people. I love each and every one of y'all, man. Like I said, this is a new camera and microphone setup. If you dig it, let me know. If you hate it, also let me know. And let's keep growing, man. We're halfway. Well, I shouldn't say more than halfway, but we're over 3.5K, man. Insanity to me. I can't believe we're creeping closer to 4, which in 2 years blows my mind, man. Humbles me for sure. But I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. Thanks for coming and checking it out. And I'm going to end this video so I can go back and listen to Gelato again. So until next time, stay safe. Be good to each other.